to let you know some of the things that I am doing. It's okay, and I'm just getting off work, so I'm not going to do a lot. But it was two things that I wrote down that I need to get done, and hopefully, I will be able to get this accomplished. One of the things was we're still supposed to get a lot of rain this weekend. Yesterday, I think, was the first day in a while that we didn't have any rain. Now, the skies did get dark, got a little lightning, some thunder, but it didn't rain. A lot of mosquito activity going on around here, but over the weekend, we're supposed to have more rain. And I'm going to focus in on the tomatoes because I really want to go ahead and clean these up. Again, we've had a lot of rain pretty much for like the last 2 weeks, nonstop every day. And so a lot of the tomatoes in the garden, it's a lot of cracking going on. And so I want to clean that up, which is what I'm doing right here because it's a bunch of little like fungus gnats that are around the tomatoes. So I've been cleaning this up. Now, this particular plant is a semi-determinate, which means that it puts on a big flush and then you may get like a smaller one. What I am noticing about the leaves at the bottom is they are yellowing. And so a lot of times with all of the rain, since this is a raised bed, a lot of the nutrients can get washed out. So here is the thing. I do have like, I want to say four 42-day tomatoes that I had started. And so I'm just going to look at these maybe over the next week because the 42-day tomatoes, they're starting to get their true leaves now. And so I may end up pulling this one. This is also a great tomato here that we may put right here as well. Oh, is my video blurry? Thanks for letting me know. Um, let's see. I hope that'll fix. I hope. Oh, you know what? Let me get off the Wi-Fi and go on the actual. So I'm just out here cleaning up some things. I definitely want to clean this up. I don't like the gnat activity that's going on. And so what I've said for myself, like again, I said you should be out here about an hour, maybe an hour, 30 minutes. And then tomorrow I'm really going to see when it's supposed to rain and try to do a little bit more work. But so today's task, I said, let's focus on this bed right here. And then I also just got finished up with this bed over here. So what I did, okay, so I remember telling y'all, you remember this bed had some okra in here, and it was I want to say baby Bubba, big Bubba okra. I just went ahead and pulled it. And that's what I tell y'all. Sometimes you just got to say, if it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, just pull it. It's no need of me trying to hold on to it. What I will note, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to grow it again. Um, I had a lot of pest damage with that one, and then it just seems to be really slow to grow. So I pulled that, but I still got some more okra plants, the jambalaya, which I do like that one better because I started that a little bit later and it is outperforming the other one. So I pulled up the okra that was right here, and what I ended up doing, and also that okra, it would curve like the okra wasn't straight. All of them would be curved. Maybe one would be straight. I noticed that too. But what I did is I put some bush beans right here, like a 50-day bush bean. I put that right here because this one, it is starting to get some beans right here, but it took a lot of slug damage as well. And I like beans, y'all, and I like green beans. I really do. So I'm like, I am going to get me some beans, but I have been seeing the pollinators over here. But with all the rain, I had put diatomaceous earth on here. With all of the rain, it washed it off. Because if you look at these little tips right here, we were having some pest damage. So I still am confident that we're going to get some beans on here. I really do think we are. But just to a 50-day bean, I just direct sowed it right here. And so that's what's in this bed. I also gave it a little bit more of the slow release fertilizer. And then I just did this throughout the whole bed. I deadheaded all of these salvias right here, so that hopefully they'll put on one more flush of blooms before the fall. Because if you look down here at the base of the plant, they're already making some new plants. And normally with this plant right here, I'll cut it back late fall, winter. So I know that we'll get some more. Like I can see the new growth coming on right here. So I know we'll get some more. And then I'm eager to see what the little finger eggplants will do, because this one also is another one that I have documented. It's really slow to grow. Now, what I will tell you is that oftentimes when a lot of the plants get when the temperatures get like over 90, they will either stop growing or they'll slow growth. But with all of the rain, the temperatures have been around 83, 85. And so now I'm starting to see blooms. So hopefully all of these blooms will lead to little eggplants. They're the little finger eggplants. But hopefully we'll get some of those soon. So I'm just letting those just go ahead and grow. What I also did, I know it's not time, but I went ahead and trimmed back. This is lemon time. I wasn't sure, but when I started cutting this, you could definitely tell by the smell. So it was getting flowers, so I just kind of trimmed this up a little bit. And then I also fed these flowers right here. So my goal today, before I go in the house, was to get this bed fed and just really do some garden maintenance on that with the deadheading. And then we planted the beans. I actually pulled up one of the salvias that we had, because I don't know, I wasn't sure what's going on with it. I pruned this one back, but I started some more zinnias from seed. So if y'all notice in the corners, we put some diatomaceous earth on here. And the reason why I did that, y'all, is because when I put little seedlings out like this, and I did it right here too. When I put seedlings out, sometimes we can have a little pest damage and they'll come in and wipe them out. Now, I know if it rains again, I will have to come back and put more diatomaceous earth on there, but I'm hoping that it will make it through. I did plant a little bit more. This is the tray that I'm working with, but you see how small they are. So oftentimes if they're small like this and you put them out in the garden and you got a little bit of pest, they can take them out literally overnight. So that's why I have a whole bunch of diatomaceous earth right here. And so we're just going to see how this goes. Now I'm going to go over here. I don't know why I decided to go like in a diagonal today, but my goal is to get this bed and this bed done. So I've already deadheaded the Gumfrina almost, because I see one that I need to get. It's a couple that I still need to get. I've trimmed back this tomato as well. I gotta go get my clips, because this is I want to say the pineapple tomato, but some of these are starting to fall over, so I need to train that back up. And then I've just been cleaning up this area. This is pretty much the last one, the last tomato plant that I have to work on. I'm gonna walk around here really quick. And so I've just been like taking a bag and just really trimming up some stuff. I've deadheaded the marigolds as well. And I just want to get some of these off because I don't like those gnats like that. And so the top hat peppers are starting to come in really well. And then these are the giant Marconi peppers that the weather has cooled. And this is typical for us, y'all. Normally when the weather is in about mid 80s, they do really good. When they get in the mid 90s, they really, really slow down. I'm really watching this plant because I'm seeing some leaf curl here, and I just want to kind of train it up here. I'm not even going to deal with this today. This will probably be just depending on when it rains, because I need to come in and harvest some of these cucumbers here. And I see where I'm thinking it's some pest damage going on. If you look right here, I think, yep, I can already tell you it's some pest damage that's going on. It's no need for me to spray BT because that's normally what I'll do. These are worm droppings. I know them very well, but it's no need to spray them if it's going to be raining Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm looking at the leaves right here. So we'll tackle that once some of the rain has subsided, and we'll get these up under control as well. But I'm really glad to see my dahlia that's coming out, because this plant, the cucumber plant, has really covered. It's a dahlia over here too. They've covered that up. So I'm almost done, but I'm just gonna go in, get some clips and clip these. Just finished taking some of these ones that have split. That's how much rain we have had, y'all. And I'll show y'all the Alberta peach tomatoes. Like, I really got to get on these too. It's just a whole bunch of splitting with all of the rain, and so we'll get those up under control. I'm hoping that I can at least get a few more, because I do see, a few more blooms and buds coming, just because I really want to see how they taste. And what I'm going to do, especially for the ones in the raised bed, is that's what I've been doing today, is just applying some more slow release fertilizer, because I really want to feed them, because we've gotten so much rain. Normally when you have containers or even raised beds, it can wash those nutrients away. If you haven't looked at the video that I just did, I just sent off my soil sample. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, so that yeah, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, so that once I get my results back, I really want to share them with you, because I did two on saying that. Okay, I don't know who that is and what they're talking about, but anyway, um I think we may like delete that out. I got distracted, y'all. Don't worry. Okay, but I want to, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, make sure you're subscribed, because what I want to do is I want to share with you the results. Like I said in the video, if you haven't watched it, I know I got a lot of work to do when it comes to the in-ground beds. I've been doing a little bit of weeding today in here, and that's how I am. Then I had to tell myself, that's not what you're working on. Stop it and get back over here. But it's really clay. When I tell you clay, so I'm eager to get those results back. I want to share them with y'all, and I also want to see what they're going to tell me, what they tell me to put in the soil if I need. I know I'm going to have to amend it, because it's hard and it's clay soil. This soil right here, it felt good, but I just want to know, because I got, I told y'all I took samples from all 8 raised beds and I put them in the bag. I'm just eager to see if they are going to tell me I need to add any amendments. Now, the only thing with this one, with all of the raised beds, before fall comes, I'm going to have to top it off, because remember, this is phase 1. Over here is phase 2. And so a lot of the soil, I'll kind of give you a close up. You see how it has kind of diminished down. So before I start my fall crops, or before I plant my fall crops, I really want to top these beds off again, because they've kind of went down with the soil. And a lot of people ask me, what did I do? And all of these raised beds are 24 inches in height, but it's not all soil. So the bottom, I would say about the bottom, maybe up to here, is like wood chips. And then what the company did, Urban Gardens, is they came in and they put like a soil blend on here. But I really want to get it tested, and then I also want to top it off to bring the soil level back up. But I want to get the soil tested first to see what nutrients I possibly need to add before I do anything. So again, I will share that with y'all. Let me tell y'all, we've had so many beautiful butterflies. I knew he was going to get away. We've had a lot of beautiful butterflies. The rain has done us good. It's helped me out in more ways than one, especially when it comes to the container gardens. Now, when it comes to the tomatoes, got a lot of cracking. It's only a couple of tomatoes varieties that I did say I was going to make sure I write down where we got some cracking, but not as much, especially the Alberta peach. Like that one is very prone to cracking. So I just wanted to share with you all what I was doing for today. Let me go ahead and get this bed done so that I can at least say I'm finished. If you didn't watch our garden chores live, I got one more major thing I have to do is start working on those plants back here in the back. That won't take as long as I check the weather tomorrow and really make sure that just to see when the rain is supposed to come in. So I want to make sure that I do this. And slowly but surely, y'all, I've been like picking tomatoes and like sitting them off to the side on these plants right here because a lot of them are just cracked and they're no good. So I want to get that cleaned up. But as you can see, we still have like tomatoes coming on here. So that's why I don't want to pull it. This has really been, now when it comes to like cherry tomatoes, what I will tell you, and I want to say it's Big Husky tomatoes. I really want to say this, but y'all don't quote me. These have been really good. They're a good flavor. They are prolific in the garden. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't pleased with these grape tomatoes right here, but this one right here, if I can find more of these next year, because we did buy these as transplants, if I can plant maybe two or three of these next year, I definitely will. But I'm gonna go ahead and see. This is telling me too some nutrients, so I'm gonna put some tomato tone in this bed as well, just to put the nutrients back in the soil from all the rain. So I'm going to go ahead, get these done, get these cleaned up. I'll check back in with y'all if everything goes well and it's not raining Sunday at 6 p.m. I'll check back in with you all, show you what I got planned for the upcoming week, and then if we met our goals for what we said last week. So you all be safe, have a great weekend, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, y'all.